What up, y'all? I'm the MC, MNG.
And I'm Master Shinlo.
Coming to you live from the Hive.
With another tale from the deep.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Today we're joined by our guest,
Rarest. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Glad to have you back.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what you been on, man?
Man, I just dropped a new project, The Difference, the deluxe version. I've been, running around doing shows, press runs and all that, trying to push the project. So
Tight.
So make sure y'all go get that. The
Yeah.
Difference.
What was your most recent show you did?
The most recent one was MERS.
Oh, you did
I had a
MERS?
show with MERS, yeah.
I
had a show at Cervantes.
That's lit, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that was my most recent one.
Hell yeah.
I just, I had one with Devin the Dude, King Lil G, Bubba Sparks.
Oh yeah.
A few people, I've been doing shows with a few people lately,
That's
like I
what's
said,
up.
just trying to promote the project and all that, so.
Hey, man, you've been busy. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been trying to stay busy, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Isaac actually just got a show too this next month.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, doing that Rock Him show.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, man, I seen that opportunity. I was like, shit, we gotta jump on that, bro.
Yeah, he's real dope. He's a real dope performer too. So
Yeah, he's one of my main influencers.
Yeah,
he's in my top 5 and shit,
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, yeah, that's pivotal.
That's gonna be a good one. I might have to, come through for that.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be dope. That'd be dope too.
Yeah.
Shit. That's tight though, man. How have them shows been? Like with the, people wise, coming out of the COVID and stuff. Like, how's that been?
It's a little bit, different because of COVID. So some of the venues I've been performing at, they require you to be vaccinated. Some of them require you to just have a negative COVID test, and some don't, didn't really care either way, but now it's, the state mandate law with the mask and the vaccine and all that. So it's a little different now, but like when I first started, cause basically I first started doing shows again since COVID, the COVID shit started. I started doing shows in October. That was like my first show.
Okay.
The first show I ever did, since COVID was with King Lil G,
Right.
At the Summit, which that was a real dope one to start off, everything again. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Now, for some of those shows, do you have to sell tickets and stuff, or how's that work for you?
Yeah. For some of them, but not all of them. King Lil G, I don't have to sell tickets to. I got a relationship with them, and it also depends on who I'm working with, what the contract says. Prior to the show, and when I say who I'm working with, it depends whether I'm working with Live Nation or Anchors Away or whoever. Like whatever team or company I'm working with, it just depends on what they want to do. Like some, I do sell tickets to, some I don't sell my own tickets to, so either way,
Nice. And so let's talk about that. How do you go about that, man? Like, how do you sell your tickets? Do you just market to people and go on Facebook and stuff?
Well, basically, I usually try to, reach out to the people that already, I consider my fan base, you know what I mean? My fans are supporters. People that I know, that's been to multiple shows of mine that I know are gonna be, interested in coming to another one, or, friends and family. But as far as getting new fans, I just market it to the people that, have a similar, interest in hip hop and the type of hip hop I make, you know what I mean? Meaning I'll market, it's all part of marketing, you want to market your stuff to the people that like what you do, and so that's all it's about,
Yeah, I know one thing I seen was you want to look at what type of music you make, and you want to see what other artists will make that type of music, and
right.
I'm pretty sure in certain social platforms, I think Facebook and Instagram do it, where you can tag that type of music, and that attach it to yours, and that'll put them type of people into your audience. You know what I'm saying? It'll market it to them.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's all a part of marketing. You know, I kind of realized that when I was young, like, because at first I thought I was doing something wrong, doing the type of hip hop I do. You know what I mean? Like that lyrical, you know, my lane type shit. I thought I was doing something wrong because everybody else was becoming successful doing what they did, you know, as far as like not knocking it or anything, but as far as like the club, the dance, the trap records, all that, you know, which that's their lane. But I realized the reason they're so successful in it because they marketed themselves that to, you know, where they're supposed to, which was their lane. And so all it is for me is just, I realize like there is people that still enjoy the type of hip hop I make and enjoy, you know, my sound and what I have to bring to the table. I just got to find those people, you know, and that's all part of marketing, you know. So,
hell yeah, you definitely got to find your target audience.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's kind of been my thing too, you know. And I mean, maybe I'm a little different with my ticket sales, so like, you know, I'm kind of just aggressive sometimes. You know, I'll just shoot out messages everywhere.
Like, hey, buy a ticket, motherfucker.
and I used to be like that too. I feel like every artist, you know, and you should be aggressive. You should feel like, you know,
trying to make fans.
Yeah.
You want to push people, you know what I'm saying? And like, honestly, me personally,
because if you don't believe in yourself, how's anyone else supposed
exactly.
to? You know
exactly.
what I mean?
For real.
So, straight up.
Nobody else is gonna if you don't.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a show next month. So you trying to go? Like,
yeah, and sometimes that's the best way to do it, to be aggressive, because if you don't be on their ass about, you know.
All you gotta do is get them one time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, we know we're gonna give a good performance. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta give them one time, give them a good performance and make them want to keep coming back. You know,
exactly. So,
but you know, I've kind of, you know, been getting out of the, ticket selling thing just because, you know, the companies I work with, as far as like the ones that book me and the promoters and all that.
Yeah.
I've been working with them so much and they've seen the growth like throughout the career and all that, you know, they don't require that for, you know, all the shows now, you know, or at least for me, you know, the type of relationship we've got, like I kind of had to build my way up to that type of respect with these promoters and these, you know, connections and stuff, you know.
No doubt.
And it ain't just that, you know, they got to feel like you're worth paying, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's all it is.
No doubt. And I feel like us too, you know, all of our shows have been done through the Roxy. So I mean,
yeah.
That's kind of what their thing is too, you know, especially because we going on under people, you know, people who run the show and they're putting people on for it.
Right. And Roxy's an independent venue, local independent venue at that. So they run a little bit different than like, than some other venues out here, like as far as like,
Cervantes and shit.
Cervantes is independent too as well. But they just have a whole different get down. Like, it all depends on the company you work with. Like, you know, I've performed once at the Roxy, you know, like, twice actually. I was supposed to twice. The second time, you know, there was some business stuff and it didn't work out, you know what I mean? But they run a little bit different than like, all these promotional companies that throw these shows, they all run different. They all do their own thing, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, for sure. It's all different. And I mean, it's all about your approach too, you know. You gotta be, in my opinion, you know, it's a business. So, you know, you gotta come with respect and, you know, play it right.
Right.
But I mean, you know, also too, don't let people walk over you and shit.
Yeah. That's what I had to realize too, you know, like I've had those, I've, you know, I've experienced that many times, you know, people trying to walk over me and stuff because, you know, but you know, like I said, I've built a relationship with these connections and they've seen the growth, not just the relationship, the growth of the relationship, but the growth of my career throughout, you know, my time of having the relationship with them, you know what I mean? And they see that, and so, you know, it's a little different, especially now that I'm older. Like, you know, I feel like it's better now, and of course, you know, the music is reaching out more, you know, than it was when I first started, you know, doing business with these promoters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's tight. And I mean, that's the thing too, you know, with consistency, you know,
consistency.
Like, that's
exactly.
what definitely the podcast has showed me, you know, like just consistency, you know.
Yeah, that's with anything, like consistency is key. Remember that, like, you know. And also back to like what you said about like walking over, like sometimes you gotta make demands, like, and it's business. Like my thing is like, I don't like to be an asshole, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I kind of had a way of people, I guess, kind of walking over me, but then I realized, hold up, like, you know, like my team and people around me were like, nah, like the reason they're fucking with you is cause you got this to bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you gotta see your worth too. And I'm like, yeah, you know, and you know, part of business is being able to do business without emotions, you know what I mean? Meaning, you know, even if the dude is coming off like an asshole, it's all business, you know. But I still try to, you know, be real polite and professional, of course, you know, but sometimes you just gotta make demands, you know, closed mouth don't get fed, you know, like you gotta let them know. And, you know, they either have the choice to obey your demands or not. And you can move on and do business with someone else. But like I said, everybody's business is different, you know, everybody's contracts are different, agreements and all that. So it just really depends.
Definitely. A lot of variety.
Yeah. For sure.
So what's your opinion on being an asshole? Me personally, I feel like you kind of have to be a little bit of an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you said, you're talking about people walking over you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like that in general. You know, on a daily basis. Like,
right.
If you do something I don't like, I let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right away.
I don't think that's necessarily an asshole.
Yeah.
Sometimes I could be an asshole though. It depends on the thing. It depends on what it is.
That that in itself, I don't think it's being an asshole. I think it's more the approach, the intensity, the aggressiveness, and the approach.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty chill with my approach. You know?
Right, like
unless it's like this a continuing thing that you've been doing, I'm like I might be a little aggressive. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Like, and sometimes you do because you know I'm like you know basically like I kind of agree with what you're saying because I understand when people are like you kind of got to be an asshole, you know. But I just don't like assholes, you know what I mean? So I try my best not to be an asshole. You know, and I'm not perfect. I'm sure I have my times just like everybody else. Who knows, you know?
Yeah.
But my thing is, I just, you know, I agree with you for sure, but it's also, I personally believe you do gotta be an asshole, but you gotta have a balance too though. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be a completely, cause then that might scare off your business as well.
Yeah.
Cause nobody's gonna want to do a business with an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause at the end of the day, it's all business. And like I said, you shouldn't, you know, attach your emotions to business. But at the end of the day, people do it. You know what I mean? They can't help it. You know, we're all human. We all have emotions. And so some people, you know, could turn it on and off, you know, like those are the real, like good businessmen and people and shit. But, you know, some can't, and some do business based off of their emotions, you know? So definitely. It just depends on who you're doing business with too, though, you know? So you just gotta have a balance and know who you're doing business with, you know? That's how I feel about that, basically.
No doubt. I just think I feel that you should definitely be an asshole at certain moments. You shouldn't be a loose cannon asshole.
Yeah, okay, yeah, see, that's a good, I like that.
Because, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, like, if someone's disrespecting you, you know, I mean, you have to address that, you know, and if it comes out you being an asshole, then that's you responding to them, you know, being aggressive as well. But I mean, you know, I don't think it should always be that way, but I mean, there's definitely you have to make statements sometimes, you know, because then people just see you as a pushover, as soft, as, you know, something they just walk all over and use to get what they want. Right.
And sometimes, you know, somebody just needs to see that side of you just to see that you're serious. You know, that's what I realized. Like, you know, if somebody feels like they could walk over you, they're gonna walk over you. You know, like, if they're a shitty person, and unfortunately there's a lot of shitty people in the world, you know. And, but if they see you're serious, like specifically like relating it to like music and what I do and all that, like I realized like when I would work with certain promoters and I wouldn't talk to them about certain shit, they realized they kind of would look at me like, oh, he's an amateur. Kind of, you know, like he don't know the business. He don't even know what to ask me. You know what I mean? Like, and then now that I've done business with so many different people, you know, over the years, I've learned, you know, what to ask, what not to ask, you know, like what to, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and see, that's it's all a learning process too.
Right, right, exactly. It's all a learning process. That's basically how I would put it as well. Because like I said, it took me a while to learn that. But I realized like when I started being more assertive, you could be assertive, but not an asshole at the same time.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's basically my biggest thing. I try to be assertive, but not an asshole. You know what I mean? Like,
for me, it's about tone. You know what I mean? That's
tone is very
assertive.
important.
That's the perfect word.
It's about tone too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you come at being someone assertive with like an angry tone, someone's going to feel a certain type of way, because it's not personal. I'm asking you to, I need you to do something. So, I'm asking for you to help me with something.
That's basically, kind of like, like I said, it's about the, piggybacking off of what you said, like the approach,
Yeah.
The tone is part of the approach. Like, it's like talking to a female. Ain't no female going to respond to you like if you just walk up on her like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to approach her a certain way. Same, people are like that in general, and that's how people in the business world are. So,
oh my bad. No, I thought you were passing it to me again.
Everyone's different, so you got to approach everyone differently.
Right,
that's the hard part too, because not everyone's going to react the same way.
Right. And I like what you said about the loose cannon, assholes.
Yeah, dude, for real. Loose cannon assholes. Nobody likes a loose cannon asshole.
Yeah. Nobody likes, loose cannons are never, loose cannons are destined to self-destruct. You know what I mean? So, and you don't want to be a loose cannon asshole in business, because if you're a loose cannon, that means the business is just, at any moment you could lose it and the business would be fucked up,
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah.
Shit's tactical. Have you ever read the 48 Laws of Power?
I haven't. I know a lot of people that have. I've, heard about it, you know what I mean? And I've read like a couple, quotables from it. But as far as like actually got the book and opened it up and read it, no, I haven't.
It's deep, man. It makes you view the world a little differently.
Yeah, I definitely, that's a book I definitely do want to check out. I feel like a lot of people have read it and I haven't. A lot of my, influences, a lot of people I look up to have read it, so I feel like maybe I should read it. Maybe this is a sign that I do need to read it. Like,
it's a good book, man. It comes highly recommended. I mean, like I said, I don't, I read things, but I take, it's all to help me understand my world better.
Right. And that's how I read is, that's why I read, when I do read. I like to read more like self-help books and, like that, self-development books and all that, more than like fiction stories. It'd be cool, and then if it has a good underlying message, I can relate it to my own life.
It has to have a message for me.
Yeah, but if it's just bullshit, if it's just some random shit, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I just, I like everything, I think, I look to art as like guidance. I know that sounds crazy, but like art, I feel like sometimes the art, if I'm into it, that means I was meant to be into it and it's talking to me, you know what I mean, for a reason. And, I perceive it that way, and how I perceive it, I believe is how I was supposed to perceive it, meaning like, sometimes when you hear a song, you might hear some words and they really hit you or relate to you. That's because maybe they were supposed to, you know what I mean? And same thing with movies, art,
Or like you notice, like whenever you hear a song and then you hear it again, you hear more. Or like same with movies, you watch a movie and then you come and watch it again, you see something you didn't before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Well, I feel that true art reflects reality. So that's
for
what
sure.
You're saying, looking at art for guidance is, I think it's real because true art should reflect our reality, or at least an understanding of reality that is, thought about, that is profound,
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people could vouch for me, but, it's like a lot of people were raised by hip hop. Like, a lot of people didn't have a father, but Biggie was their father. Tupac was their father. Nas, not to make it so dramatic, but for real though. You know what I mean? Like, just to be real, like for you know, a large portion of my life, I didn't have a father figure in my life. And, you know, these hip hop artists were my father figures. And even if when I did have father figures, they might have not been giving me the right advice or any advice at all. I'll listen to, you know, Pac or, you know, artists that I trust, you know, cause you listen to artists, you trust them. That means you trust their artistic perspective. You trust how they're, you know, gonna articulate the world, you know, cause every artist is different. So the world is different to every artist. And so, you know, KRS One, like, you know, like you trust these artists kind of like you would trust your father to teach you about the world. And, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like I said, not to be dramatic, but it's like that sometimes, you know. So
that's real. I mean, I don't think that's all that dramatic. You know, like it's just reality. Yeah. You know, art is powerful. Yeah. Art moves people.
Right.
You know, art changes the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Preach.
That's a great perspective.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and you know, the reason I was like, I'm sure a lot of could vouch for me is because I've heard people say that same thing too. Like, you know, they say such and such raised me, or, you know, like, you know, so.
It's real, man.
Music's taught me a lot. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I learn from artists all the time, you know. Like I learn like half the words I know from artists.
Words. Well, not even just like words, like, you know, words, definitely words. You know, don't get me wrong. I've learned a lot of words. You know, my vocabulary has got higher because of hip hop, for sure. But not only that, but even just like life lessons or just like decision making, like what are you gonna do in this situation? If you know what I mean, like it plays out in a song, the story's getting told in the song, and it plays out in the song, and you know, that's why I like real thought provoking hip hop. You know, like that lyrical shit, because it's real thought provoking, and it makes me think like, what would I do? Or like, you know, not even that. It just, you know, it's always good to exercise your mind. You know, so
hell yeah,
I feel like, you know,
see. That's people, you know, tend to favor, you know, different muscles, you know, and I feel it's best to favor all muscles.
Yeah,
you know, because if you favor one more than the other, and the other one becomes, you know, deficient, and the other one, you know, it's just, I feel it's better to have that balance. You know, work on your mental muscle, your physical muscle, you know, all your muscles,
right,
at once. But yeah, man, art is, you know, because we were talking about the other day though too about like video games, you know, and movies. But, you know, I didn't think about it in music too, but yeah, man, shit's real. Art
all of it, it's all art at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And it all has a meaning, I think, you know. Like, you know, I feel like every artist has an intention and has a meaning when they make it. Even if, you know, it might seem like some bullshit, who knows, maybe that was their intention. Just like, let me just throw some shit. You never know.
No, straight up.
Or it might even have an intention. We probably just ain't the ones that could catch on, like, you know, like you ever like there was a popular TV show or a popular, you know, movie or something and everybody loved it, but you just could never get into it no matter how much you try to force yourself to get into it. So, you know,
it's been a couple of those.
Kind of like that, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah.
Everybody's taste is different though too, you know, because everybody's reality is different. You know, I mean, like, cause I don't know, I listen to country and stuff, but it just like country, you know, it doesn't hit for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like there might be a song I hear or something that I like, you know, but it's not like,
it's all good too.
I can't just
as the genre, you can't, you know,
it doesn't speak to me, you know.
Right.
Yeah, country. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my thing either.
Yeah, it's not my thing, but I keep my mind open to all genres.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
I love a lot of shit. I love metal.
I feel like my thing is every genre. I feel like I have at least one song that I could say I like. Every single genre.
For sure.
I'm not gonna say, I can name one song that I like from it, but I know I've probably got at least one song from each genre that I like. You know what I mean? So, and you know, like, there's so much music out there now. Like, there's shit like that nobody's heard, like that you never know that you would be into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know K-Rino?
K-Rino. The rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he talks about that, like, the best rapper could be someone you never heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, We don't know who the fuck's out there. We haven't heard everybody.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like and every day, like, so I've met some dope ass MCs just rapping in the back of the Roxy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or just ciphering just on the street or something. You know, like I met some dude at King Supers the other day, or it was like a couple weeks ago actually. And he was spitting, bro. He could spit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he was homeless. He didn't really, you know, he was just on the streets and shit doing his own thing. But he definitely had some bars and shit, and you know, knew what he was doing. So I was like, dang, you know, you just don't know who's out here.
Right. You know, a lack of resources doesn't mean a lack of talent. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Lack of connections don't mean lack of talent. Definitely. You know, so.
Yeah, I agree, man. And it's, you know, there's some people just don't even show it either, you know, because they're scared. A lot of people don't want to perform. Yeah, that's like one of the biggest.
That too, you know, sometimes you know, people hold themselves back from achieving their greatness. You know what I mean? So. And pursuing their greatness. But yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, man.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Just gotta go for it.
Yeah, just gotta believe.
For sure.
It's possible. Man.
If they say anything's possible, then it's possible. I don't see why people get caught up in doubt. Just
you know,
make something happen.
You know, I definitely agree, but you know, the world could be shitty place sometimes.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, it could bring a motherfucker down.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but it depends
on how you come up, you know.
That too,
people.
You know. It's just about believing yourself and, you know, being strong, you know, persevering.
Real talk.
You know.
Snap back, resilience.
Cause life ain't easy, you know, it's about, you know, how you react when your back's against the wall, you know, not the fact that your back's against the wall, you know. It's about what you gonna do cause your back's against the wall, or whatever a motherfucker might be going through, you know. Cause, you know, chasing your dreams ain't an easy thing. That's why they call them dreams, cause, you know, they're not supposed to be real, but, you know.
Do you know the 90-10 rule?
I don't. What is that?
Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
basically what I said. Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, I like that. Shit.
It's important. Response is crucial.
It's everything, you know. And, you know.
Yeah, and it's. I don't know. Have you guys haven't seen that new Spider-Man yet?
I saw it.
Yeah. You haven't seen it? Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but
it's
all about choices, right? You know, if he might have made a different choice, things would have been way different.
Right,
and,
right.
If you just sit, take a second, map out your options. You know, it's not even more than like 5 minutes, maybe, and boom, you can make a great decision just by thinking and waiting.
And decision making is everything. You know.
Yeah, man,
it's everything.
It's real.
Because every day you're making decisions. You know, long term, short term. But it all, you know, affects something, you know, or you wouldn't be deciding about it. You'd be like, you know, fuck it.
Yeah.
So,
you know, we're as humans and general people, you know, we're just so powerful. You know, that the power to choose is so powerful.
Right. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that's our freedom. That's
sure.
like our only real freedom.
Definitely free will right there. You know, the power of choice is basically free will, you know. But yeah. No.
Yeah, it's a wild world, man. Life's
Facts. Most definitely. But hell yeah, shit.
Every day is filled with a whole bunch of choices.
Definitely.
Like today.
What's that song? Choices? Who made that song?
E40.
Everybody got choices. Yeah, but then somebody else got a song called Choices too. Let's say, was it Common or Common? I don't know. I can't remember right now, but you know, that's real shit though, you know. It's all about choices, shit.
It's life.
Yeah.
That's why we can't, you know, it's not hard.
That'll decide who you are in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the book, The Divergent, because it talked about how, they had to prepare for this test, right? They couldn't. They were going to take this test that you couldn't prepare for. Okay, and it decides who you are. You know what I'm saying? And by the choices you make in the test are how they decide, you know, exactly who you are. And then
Oh, okay.
Then you choose for yourself who you are. You know what I'm saying? In the end,
that's dope. Shit.
True.
It's a book or a movie.
it's a book and a movie.
Oh, both. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
It's not about what you say, about what you do.
I've heard of it before, actually. Divergent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard the name. I've never seen it or checked it out, but it makes me want to check it out even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's a good book.
Like the Hunger Games, that's interesting too. That's like similar, a little different. Yeah, it's wild stuff, man. Humans.
Yeah. How's the weed?
Too.
It's good stuff, man.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What kind is it?
I don't even know.
Quality.
I don't even
Premium.
know.
I don't even know off the top of my head, actually. Shit. Oh, that's that Zalpac. That Zalpac.
That's what it's called.
ZOD.
ZAPACK. Zalpac. It's actually the homeboy shit. Baby Diz, Colorado Miracle. They're actually artists out here. You know, they got their own. You know, weed out here. You know, I wish I had the package with me, but it's called Zalpacs. You know, they're doing their thing.
That's tight. Where do you get that from, or from them?
Yeah, from them. You know,
cool.
they're in all the dispensaries as well. So
Tight.
majority of them, but yeah, they're local too. So you know, support your local growers.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Shit.
Yeah,
I might have to check that out.
for sure. Yeah.
You dabbled in any of that stuff? Any growing or anything?
You said what?
Have you dabbled in any growing or anything?
Have I ever grew?
Yeah, but have you ever done any like the? You ever worked in that industry at all?
No. I've tried like on some like hood shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like, you know, but not like literally like I've never worked in the weed industry at all. I'm definitely interested though. You know, I want to eventually make my own strain. You know what I mean, of weed and shit. So
Nice.
you know,
Yeah, that'd be tight.
eventually, you know. Feel like I need to learn about it a little bit more before, you know, just me personally. That's with anything I do, you know. That's how I do it. That's how I did it with music, you know.
Yeah, man.
But,
That's how it is.
That's like how it is with everything, you know. You just gotta learn about it,
yeah,
master it, put it to use,
for sure.
hone your craft.
Definitely.
Sharpen saw.
Mm-hmm.
That blade.
Y'all want to do something?
Yeah.
How about this weather, huh? It's interesting. We really had like a little snow. Like,
summer in December.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, that is a little wild, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you in Denver, you know what's going on. Like,
It's a little disappointing right now.
it's crazy. Like, it's disappointing, but I just don't like the snow. You know, I've been in Denver, born and raised, but honestly, I don't like the snow. I never
Couldn't
have.
agree more.
I
I enjoy snow a little bit, but yeah,
I don't. Well, it ain't necessarily the snow. It's more the cold.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
I see.
You know what I
don't
mean?
mind
Like,
cold. It's snow, man. It's just annoying.
like, you ever been outside and it snowed, but it's like warm. It's not like freezing. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. But as far, you know, if you're from Colorado, y'all know you don't experience that before. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's real.
but yeah, so shit.
Yeah, it's.
I just don't like the cold. You know, I'm a heat dude. Like, you know, I like the sun. I like being warm. You know.
No doubt.
But, you know, I don't think it's a good thing that it's so warm at this time of the year. I've never seen anything like it, you know, my whole, you know, life, my whole time of being alive. So.
It's gotten more progressive, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
It you know, it definitely showed you that something's going on. you know,
man,
shit.
You know,
global warming. I don't know, some shit.
It's real, man. You know, it shit's.
Yeah.
You know,
I believe it is.
It's cause and effect, man.
I mean, it's obvious. Like, you just gotta look outside and shit. Come
Cause
to Denver if you don't believe in it. Come to Denver right now and you'll see.
You know, you can't expect things to happen. No reaction from doing things, you know. Everything has a reaction.
For sure.
So, it's cause and effect.
For sure. I think so, too.
Shit's not political, you know, it's just what it is.
Right.
Like,
like I said, all you gotta do is look outside. It's fucking obvious shit.
Yeah, man.
You know? Hell yeah. But what about y'all? Y'all check out the project yet? Or y'all ain't peep it?
You know, I guess I'll have to peep it.
Yeah.
Is it so? Okay, I use.
Well,
like,
I appreciate y'all for letting
music.
me promote it on
Of course, man. I use YouTube Music. Can I find out on YouTube Music?
Yep. I'm on all the
I swear I
platforms.
tried to listen to it one time where I listened to a couple songs.
Yeah, it's 20
like
tracks.
a while back.
It's a long album. It's 20 tracks, you know, but you know, it's good.
I don't
You
know.
know?
But yeah,
Each
I'll
one
definitely-
4 minutes or what?
Huh?
Each one 4 minutes long.
Nah, not necessarily. It really varies. I got a couple that are like 4. I even got songs that are like 1 minute. You know what I mean? Like, it just really depends. So.
You have any like skits in there or anything? Or is it
Nah.
Okay.
I want to do more skits. You know, I did have skits for the original version of the album, but I scrapped them. But I do want to do more skits because I feel like that's something that's been missing in hip hop. You remember back then, like in the 90s and shit, like every album had skits. Like that was part of making an album, a hip hop album. Like you got Doggy Style, for example. You know, I know y'all heard Doggy Style. Like that got skits on it. Fucking Only Built for Cuban Links. And basically all the Wu-Tang albums had skits on them. You know, shit. Even Nas had a couple skits on his albums. You know, like. That was just the thing back then with skits, you know, and I think it was a real creative thing, and I feel like that's been kind of lost in hip hop lately, like, you know. So who knows, you know, maybe on my next record, you know, I might put some skits, but this one I just scrapped them because I'm like, I don't know, they just didn't feel right, you know. And not only that, like, for some of the skits, you know, some of the skits contain like, you know, interviews and like, you know, shit from copyright, you know, material and shit that it was copyright, so I couldn't, you know,
For sure.
put it out like that. So
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I mean, plus if it's like, you know, right now it's already 20 tracks plus skits, that'd have been like 2 CDs.
Well, that's because the original version is just the difference, which is 10 tracks, which came out last year around the same time last year, and this is the deluxe version, which is 10 more tracks, which makes it a, you know, total of 20 tracks. So since it's the 1 year anniversary, it's the deluxe. Last time I was on your show, I said that I was gonna release Legend, the EP, which originally I was, but you know, essentially the songs that were gonna be on that are the ones I put on, you know, deluxe version of The Difference. So
Okay, I see.
you know, and so shit, it's cool. You know, it's it's like I said, it's like real authentic hip hop. It's real, like, you know, that raw shit. You know what I'm saying? That lyrical shit, like kind of the sound that I got, you know, buzzing off of, that I was influenced by for the most part. You know, like, you know, that golden age, you know, bar spin shit. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the concept on this, but you know, not every song is like that. Of course, I got a couple songs where, you know, I got a couple songs for the ladies. I got a couple songs, you know, just talking about life. I got a couple songs, you know, like, you know, it's a very versatile project. I got a couple like turn up joints, you know what I'm saying, on it. So, you know, but the whole reason I called it The Difference is because, you know, like basically I feel like there's a difference between the MC and a rapper. You know, and I don't like to be called a rapper because I feel like I'm more than that, you know what I mean? So basically my whole concept with this album and why I came like so hard lyrically on it was because I wanted to show like the difference from, you know, a rapper and me, you know what I mean? Like I'm more than just a rapper, you know, I'm an MC and there's a difference and this is the difference. I'm the difference. So basically that's the whole concept with it. So
That's tight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I like that. I feel that shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Deep Sector's about, you know.
For sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
Same shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about that lyricism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
And
you know, with that being said, you know, I'm not like knocking anybody else that has any other style. I was just saying when I say it's a difference, I'm just saying it's different. That's literally all I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. That's
a difference.
I like that. That's legit. I'm gonna have to keep it down.
You know, and that kind of, you know, is what my brand and my, you know, my overall brand and shit, you know, it stands for, you know, Jay the Rarest Society, you know, my brand. So that's all part of just being different, you know, because everybody's different and I'm just about being different, but being myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, so it was only right, like, cause, you know, last time I was on your show, you know, we talked about my name change and shit. It was only right, you know, for the first project, you know, with my name change being Jay the Rarest to release The Difference, you know, which at first it was only going to be a mixtape, but it's, for the most part, it's all, you know, it's all original material. And, you know, I was like, I was originally going to release it as a mixtape because a lot of the tracks some of them are kind of old, you know what I mean? But that I was like, I don't know. I don't want to hold these back though, you know what I mean? From people hearing them, even though they're old, you know, they're still new to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, there's, of course, you know, a bunch of new tracks on there as well, like brand new ones. But, not only that, like, I think even sonically, a lot of the songs, fit together, you know what I mean? As far as like the theme and the sound of what I was trying to do with the project, you know, so.
Yeah, bro. Music.
But yeah, make sure y'all go get that. The Difference.
Yeah,
Deluxe out now. All platforms, you know, whatever you use, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube Music, iTunes, or Apple Music, whatever.
The Difference.
I got some new merch coming soon. Make sure you look out for that. We got some new videos finna drop real soon, so yeah, just stay tuned.
Hell yeah.
What's gonna get your merch
out? Right now, I don't have anything new up, but when we get it, you know, launched and ready, it's gonna be on my Bandcamp page, jdararest.bandcamp.com. And then, we also got a couple new videos coming soon. I just dropped one recently, for That Gas, which was one of the singles off of the new album, you know what I mean? So that came out about, I dropped that about, I want to say, probably, about 2-3 weeks ago. Not too long ago, you know. But yeah, make sure you check that video out, you know. I got more videos and more shows coming up, so yeah.
That's legit, man. It's constantly grinding. That's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly, you know. Just being consistent, you know. Trying to be consistent. Shit. It's about staying in people's face, you know, because people have short attention spans, so as long as you keep being consistent, putting shit out, doing shit, being in people's face, they're not going to forget about you. It's going to be hard to, you know what I mean? Like, because it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy for them to forget about you, you know. Like, cause you gotta understand especially with the internet, like there's so much music coming out every single day, it's easy to miss you, you know? So, yeah.
No doubt.
It's just about being consistent.
You gotta stand out.
Exactly. You know, that's all I'm trying to be on, you know. Regardless of anything, I'm just trying to be consistent.
Yeah. It's a good habit to form.
For sure. And especially now, you know, like, when I reach a certain level of success, you know, I know I'm gonna have to deal with a lot more and have no choice but to be consistent. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So it's better to develop the habits now, you know, while, you know, before that happens. You know, definitely. It's part of artist development. I feel like, you know, so.
For real.
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
What would you say then is your like favorite part of the development process, or like the artist process, like from creating the art, or like performing the art, to, you know?
You know, I really like creating the art because it feels more intimate with myself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm kind of like most connected with myself when I'm putting the song together. You know what I mean? Because I got to dig in my brain. I got to, you know, like, but I don't know if that's necessarily my favorite. I do like that, but.
Do you enjoy performing?
I do enjoy performing because you get to see people's reaction. You get to see how the music that you made, that was such an intimate experience to you, you get to see how that hits other people, you know what I mean, and how they feel about it. So I do, that's also why I like performing, you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, like, I do really enjoy creating the music too, though, you know.
Yeah.
So the only thing I don't like about when I'm in the creative process is if, you know, I have a certain idea in my brain as far as like mixing or like how I want it to come out to sound or something. And for some reason I'm just not getting it down. You know what I mean? That's the only time I start getting irritated, like, cause I want it to sound like just like it does in my head. And sometimes you might not be able to get that, you know? So.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But what about y'all? What y'all like more? The creative process, or?
I mean, like you said, I agree. You know, I like to, you know, pull from my brain and, you know, think of like, you know, great ideas to throw into a song and some witty shit to say.
I just like using my brain, you know, that's what it is. Like, you know, I like using my brain. That's why I like to do like shit like, you know, like read, you know, crossword puzzles, you know, like, what is this shit? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like how all those different like brain exercises, games and shit like that. Like, just certain shit like that, you know, because I feel like it's important to always exercise your brain because, you know, it'll keep it going, you know, and it'll keep the creativity too because, you know, your brain has you know, that's where your creativity comes from at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we were talking about like imagination, you know.
Exactly.
That's what's so good about like, being an artist, because you can keep your imagination going and it fuels you and you're able to use that.
Right.
It's beautiful.
For sure.
Yeah, I'd say mine is the same. I like the creative process.
Okay.
But I also do love performing.
Yeah, I love performing. The crowd energy is tight.
That's what it is. I just
animal.
Like, you know, I like getting it back from them, you know, like, you get to, you know, especially if it's a good vibe and shit, like, you know, like, cause almost becomes like contagious, cause if one fan starts feeling it, another will, and then like, next thing you know, it's like a domino effect, you know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Especially when you're in the zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's that's what I like. I like seeing everybody in tune, like present in the moment with each other. You know what I mean? That's what's dope.
That shit's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Definitely. In the moment.
For sure.
Always.
But I like it all.
For sure.
The thing I don't like is the technical parts. Like, when the mixing, that shit gets kind of frustrating after a while.
The mixing is cool. I mean, the mixing is alright for me. Like, the only thing, like I said, is when I can hear it a certain way in my head and I just can't get it down how I want it. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes I'll have other people mix it. Well, lately I've had other people mixing my shit just so I can hear, you know, their ears are like a different, you know, perspective. Mm-hmm. you know. But for the most part, like majority of my music, I basically mix. All the music I've released, I mixed on my own. You know what I mean? Except maybe like a couple tracks. You know what I mean? So, you know, and but yeah, shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
But for me, my bad. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good, bro. I was gonna say I don't really know. I guess I would probably agree with you guys because I've done a little mixing and
For sure.
Still working on it.
Yeah. It's, you know, I had to, you know, if you listen to like a lot of the shit I mixed when I first started recording, it's terrible, you know. But of course, you listen to all my shit from then to now, you hear the progression. Like, a lot of my big, like, records, like biggest records, like, that I've made, as far as like, you know, I'm not acting like, oh, I got big records, but you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like my most popular records, you know, I've had like professional, like real, like established engineers and shit tell me like, oh, who mixed and mastered that one? And I'm like, I did. And they're like, what? And like, what studio you go to? I'm like, I just recorded there in my room, in my apartment. So,
oh yeah, that's tight, bro.
You know, that's one thing, one word of advice I would give to anybody trying to do music. Don't let, cause it is expensive, but don't let that discourage you, cause there's ways around it. It's not about what you have, it's about what you do, what you do with what you have. You know what I mean? Like, work with what you got. That was my main thing. Like, I never had the most expensive or best equipment, or, you know, I just really developed my craft, and I really wanted this shit so bad that I wouldn't let nothing hold me back, not even fucking that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Just work with what you have, you know?
Yeah, man. So it's better to do more with less.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's possible.
And, you know, if you work with what you have, you know, you start developing your craft a little bit, you know, more and more. So that was my main thing. Like, I always worked with what I had, and meaning, you know, the more I knew how to work with what I had, because I worked with it so much, and that's part of developing your craft too, you know. Like, it's just like producers. Certain producers might only use certain, you know, drum kits or certain, you know, machines, you know, drum machines or whatever. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Shit. This is tight. I'm having a good time. You having a good time?
Huh?
You having a good time?
Hell yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all for, you know, always welcoming me back, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, shit.
Yeah, anytime, brother.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little blowed right now. Shit.
Me too, bro.
I just smoked 2 blunts back to back. Fat blunts too. And I smoked one on the way over here. Like, yeah,
he's like, I'm 3 in. Shit. I'm gone.
Hey, that's what we do here in Colorado.
Yeah. What an interesting world. What's your smoking habits like, my friend? If you mind me asking, what's your smoking habits like? Do you smoke a lot or no?
My smoking habits? Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie. I smoke a lot. I do, you know. Like, to where it's like, sometimes I'm like, maybe I need to chill out, you know.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
You know, like, cause I've been smoking for so long, like, honestly, I've been smoking since I was fucking 12, 13 years old, you know what I mean? So, I kind of like, you know, not to say I'm addicted, you know what I mean, but I definitely could quit if I want to, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, unless I really have to, you know, like,
okay.
You know, I ain't gonna lie about it, you know, I'm not saying, oh, it's a problem, but you know, but I'm like, damn, I smoke a lot, like, you know, like, just considering like how much I see what other people consume a day, like that's what I would say. Like, if you feel like you smoke a lot, pay attention to your daily consumption of you know what I mean? Like, cause my thing was like, damn, I smoke like fucking, like just me alone, I smoke at least 5 blunts a day minimum by myself. Like, and if I'm with other people or like hanging out with other people throughout the day, shit, I'm smoking at least 7-8 blunts, you know, minimum. So
that's the
and that's my own weed. Like, not to, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, people passing their blunts to me and shit like that, you know, which, you know, and I'm sure there's other, you know, I ain't challenging nobody or nothing. I'm sure there's other podcasts that are like, oh, I smoke way more than that, you know. I don't give a damn. I don't care, you know. I don't smoke for that, you know. I smoke because I like to smoke. Shit, you know what I mean? So,
no doubt.
But yeah.
Only blunts though? Yeah.
I smoke joints and blunts.
Okay.
Mostly blunts, you know, just cause, you know, they're easiest for me to roll. They're, you know, I don't know, like, it's just a different punch with a blunt to me than like a fucking joint or a pipe or a bong rip, or it's a different punch with, and it might be because of tobacco too, you know.
I think so.
Like, but I do like joints too. Like, I've been having thoughts of switching just to straight joints, you know what I mean? But I need to find the right joints, you know. I need to find some joints that taste good, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got that taste and that, like, you know, burn slow too, cause that's my main thing about most joint papers. They burn fast, you know what I mean? So, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But shit.
I feel that. So you still wanna bust that freestyle?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir, we can.
Alrighty. Let me put that. Break it down, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Check.
Break it down.
Hey.
Break it
Hey.
down.
Yo.
Break it
Yo.
down.
Yo.
Break it down.
Look.
Break it down.
I be vibing with my troops, you know we ain't smoking boost. You know that we ain't no goose, built to win, we'll never lose. Go ahead and test us, you ain't even next to us, your ass will be left. Yes, we gon' bet, bruh, you ain't gotta guess. Shuffle your deck, playing me's like playing Russian roulette. Tell the truth, I ain't a killer, but don't push me or ever play me like I'm a rookie. Play with me, I ain't going out without a fight. So blast me on sight or lace up your Nikes. Catch me in the club drunk, feeling like Carter. Got your girl on me and she wanna holler. Baby girl, she know that I ain't no baller, but she a boss chick, it ain't no bother. She ain't my daughter, but she call me Papa. Yeah, I got her wet like she jumped in water. And you see that I got her open like 5 trees that I have you choking. You see that I'm my only focus. I guess I shot more than a fucking glow stick. Yeah.
Break it down.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Spitting.
That's what's up, bro. Shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Of course.
Always appreciate having you.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, man. And if you want to come back again, too, you know, you already
Most
know.
definitely. Hell yeah.
You would like to tell them where to find you and all your merch and such?
Yep. You can find me on everything at Jay the Rarest, JayTheRarest. You know, Jay the Rarest. I'm on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find my music on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, whatever you use. You know, I'm on all platforms. You could get my merch, you know, when I launch it at jaytherarest.bandcamp.com. And yeah, you know, just follow me on social media and all that, you know. Come out to the show, you know, stay tuned, you know. I got a few things finna drop, you know. Like I say, go get that new project, The Difference, you know, deluxe everywhere. And yeah, you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, appreciate everyone tuning in.
Hell
Make sure
yeah.
you tune in with Jay the Rarest as well.
Yeah. Check him out. Check out his shows.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time.
Until
Peace and
next
love.
time. Much love.
How we do.
That was great.